everyone. My name is Carol and this is Winter Haven Wisdom. I'm here with you today outside on my deck. We don't have a lot of sun today, but it's in the low 60s, so I thought I'd come out and zip up a little more and do a little reading for you. The neighborhood seems kind of quiet right now, and I hope it stays that way, that we don't have a lot of interference. So I'm here to do the angel reading. Camera off a little. So we will be using in today's reading, we will use the Work Your Light, the Cosmic Oracle, the Soul's Journey, the Fairy Oracle, and Spirit Animals. So, there go my tarot cards. We'll start with the Soul's Journey. Let's see what comes out today. Spirit, what can you show us for today's angel reading? Oh, and there goes another leaf blower. I apologize. Okay, there we've got a few, and here we have, time for the glasses, this little tiny black print. At least I don't have the camera light. Okay, so on the bottom of this deck it says, blame, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Okay, so that's an energy of, this is our mental, our physical and spiritual health is, and physical health is all up to us. We can't blame how we're feeling on anyone else, okay? And we don't want to blame anyone for a certain way we're feeling, okay? Because we are in control of our feelings. So this may come out strong in the reading. We'll see what happens here. Okay. We have relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. That's come out in a couple of the readings now. Then we have fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Okay, fear has come out over the last few days. Then we have judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So that's a reminder to not pass judgment on anyone, to let people be who they are authentically, right? Don't judge. And success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So having loving energy is successful. So that's a nice energy. So we have a quick reminders, right? And that's what these spiritual readings are and angel readings are really about. So we want to, in our relationships, be careful of judgment and blame, right? Not to blame other people for how we're feeling and doing, not to judge other people for their actions and how they behave, right? And surround yourself with people that are at your vibration or higher, right? Not lower. Okay, so that was a good energy to start in. Now let's go into the cosmic journey. Let's see what spiritually comes out. Okay, Spirit, what can you show us with this deck for the angel reading? Hope everyone's having a nice Saturday and getting outside and enjoying the weather. Bottom of this deck is coming soon. Welcome to the ascending age. So for whoever we're reading for today, or there goes the leaf blower, but to get the message out that you'll soon be ascending into a new or higher level of living. You may be going through a period of enlightenment right now that is raising your vibration and increasing your spirituality with spirits and your spirit guides. So that's a great energy. And I want to show you something. Look at the color match on these cards. Isn't that something? All the decks, all the cards in that deck, and these three with the same color tones came out. So that's a real message in itself, how strongly these will connect and how important they are. So let's run through them. So we did the ascending age. That was on the bottom of the deck. Then we have to be enlightened, lighting up. And that's what I just said here, right? You're going through a period of enlightenment as you ascend. Okay? And enlightenment can be a bewildering experience. I talked about that yesterday and the different things that can happen to you as you're going through your spiritual journey. And find your star family in this game of hide and seek. So a lot of people really hide their spirituality and who they are. They sometimes can keep a secret and you don't even always see their light because maybe they've been hurt or feel bad about something that's happened in the past. But Spirit is encouraging you to let your light shine here and look out for other people that are like you, that see the world the way you do, that see the wonder in the world, that are spiritual, that are enlightened, that are on higher vibrations, okay? And next we have close your eyes to open your heart. At the bottom of this card, you see a bunch of eyes wide open here. So that's funny. That it's saying close your eyes when the eyes are all open on the picture, and I guess that's the point, right? Sometimes we just need to rest and close our eyes, and when we do, you might see things. Like for me, I can close my eyes and I might see images, and I was just talking to someone about this. Recently, I had my eyes closed and I saw the Empire State Building, the Golden Gate Bridge, and the Towering Inferno. It was an old movie of a skyscraper that catches on fire. So when I closed my eyes, those were the images I got. And I was just resting. And I had my eyes closed for a few minutes and those images popped across my eyes. So I know that's a message for me or for someone else that I need to share. And maybe I just shared it in a way. So what would we have? The Empire State Building is freedom. That's what I would take it as. The Golden Gate Bridge is bridging something, right? Bringing people together, bringing energies together. And the Towering Inferno is burning something to the ground, right? Letting it go, like the phoenix rising kind of energy. I saw maybe even like a tower energy that's happening. So maybe for someone, a tower is going to cause freedom that can bridge a relationship or bring people together in a way that they haven't been able to do before. So sometimes when spirit communicates with you, you get those kind of messages and you have to decode them. It's not always a direct message of some kind. And then our last message out is, how can this be a wonderful win-win-win? So whatever path you're on, whatever you're doing it, is there a way that it can be done that you win in the process and what you're doing helps other people? That's a win-win. When we can get two positive outcomes from one action, that's a great thing, a win-win. And imagine doing something where you win, where you learn, where you grow, and someone else does. Like if someone's coming towards you, how can you make this a win-win for both of you? Maybe it's meeting someone in the middle of the bridge. Then it's a win-win. We've both come halfway to this point, halfway in to learning about something. So there we go. And wow. Now this is two different deck of cards, but I just want to show you. Look at all the blues, purples, and yellows in all these cards. The purples and yellows. It's this is a really synchronized message here for someone or some of you. Okay. So we know we're on this spiritual journey. We're at a period of ascending, enlightenment. We're going to be non-judgmental. We're going to drop our fear. We're not going to have blame. We have success here. And so that's the energy we're going for here in this reading. So what do we need to shine, Spirit? What energy do we need to let to shine in ourselves for this to all happen? Whoa. That's a little bit too much there, Spirit. Okay. Seems like a few. Okay. The first energy we have out. Glasses time again. The first one we have is share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution and expression. So when I hear come out of the cave, I'm thinking maybe of somebody that might be in hermit energy right now, that keeps themselves isolated a little bit too much. And you may have a voice that needs to be heard. You may have things that you need to say to someone or a group of people. Maybe you're persecuting yourself, separating yourself from other people when you need to grow and share and learn. So that's an energy that we might want to work on. And maybe when we think about that with judgment and blame, how we speak, we don't want to judge or blame other people, okay? The next energy we have is align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change. Okay? So maybe you're not in alignment with the things around you. Maybe you're not in alignment what you do for work. Maybe you're not in alignment with who you live with. And maybe you're not even in alignment with yourself. Maybe your masculine and feminine energies are out of balance and not connected in the way they need to be for you to be in full alignment. And when I look at this image, there's this face, this head that's just going in all different directions. Maybe you're in a state of confusion. And that could be possible when you're going through enlightenment, because you're experiencing different things at a different level. So that might be an energy that you have to need work through or get rid of. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change. Okay, so maybe something in your life needs to change. You know? Okay, let's go forward. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So, what you're doing, the path you're on, is the right path for you. You're facing your north node, and our north node is our purpose in life. It's what we're meant here to do. And you can very easily, by searching out your horoscope, there are many different websites out there that'll you just put in your date of birth and time if you know it, and it will give you your star reading of all the different planets and things that are out there, your chart, and it will tell you what your north node is. And then once you know what sign that is, you'll be able to figure out what area or direction you need to go in to reach your north node. Okay, answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? So you may be somebody who's in this period of ascending, of enlightenment, of success. You're dealing with feelings of blame and judgment. And thinking about blame, a thought just occurred to me. This is also about self-blame. Even blaming yourself for situations you've been in, right? Like sometimes situations aren't our fault, and we get involved in them, and we have control over how we feel about them, but we could be blaming ourselves for getting into a relationship or doing something that wasn't for our well-being. But we have to let that blame, it's not serving any purpose, you know? So let go of that blame if it's self-blame. And I just wanted to mention that. So answering the call, what is your soul calling you to do? So your north node, you may have this feeling in you, like for me, I had this feeling for so long that I was supposed to be on social media doing this. And I had fear over it for a long time. And I talked about how just having that 30 seconds of bravery to record a video and do it helped me. And maybe you have a soul calling that deep that's in you. Maybe you're supposed to work with children or work with the elderly. Maybe you have a calling to be a nurse or a chef. Maybe it's to be a dog walker. You know, like it could be anything. It doesn't have to be, you know, like we're all not going to be doctors and lawyers and engineers, right? Like that is not going to happen, and that's okay. It doesn't matter what you do. You could be called to do something. Maybe it's a makeup artist or a cartoonist. Your soul could be deeply calling to you to go after that thing that you say, oh, I'll do that someday. Someday is now. And whatever you do, whatever that thing is, trust me when I say the world needs it. Okay? So listen to that calling. That is you talking to you, that calling. Imagine that. Imagine that your higher self, right? The person you are under it all, your higher self, is reaching out to you to say, please do this for us, for others. Do this thing for us. You know, we want to think that something else is talking to us, but it's really our higher self. It's the person that knows us best, ourself. We know ourselves the best. So believe when you get that message from your soul that this is what you're supposed to be doing. That's your intuition. That's your soul. That's who you are talking to you. Oh my goodness, people. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. This came out the other day too, right? Change your energy. Get out. Do something. This morning I went with my sister and a couple of friends. We went to a couple of craft fairs. I'm outside here doing this reading with you, and it helps my energy, right? Like just doing anything, going for a walk. It would be a beautiful day in the Northeast to go for a walk. It's just the right temperature where you don't sweat, you know? So do something. Play the music, dance, be silly, have fun. That's one sure way to change your energy and raise your vibration. And the next one is Lemuria, and that's creating heaven on earth, and it's happening. Whatever you are doing, believe in yourself and believe that you are creating this beautiful place here on earth, that you are working towards your heaven on earth, and you have everything it takes to make it happen. And you're going through this ascension, which is going to help you further. Change your energy, answer the call, share your voice, share the information that's hiding down in your heart and your soul. Share what wants to come out of you. It could be very important for someone else. Okay? And this could be having the courage to speak to a partner, having the courage to speak to a boss or an employer about an issue, having the courage to speak to your child about something. You know, we all have this different relationship in our life, and sometimes we just hold things down so deep, right? And we let it build up judgment and blame because we're holding it on to it in a negative way instead of saying, okay, I'm going to think about what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it in a way I don't blame and I don't judge, where I accept and I'm loving and giving. Because love is the answer to fear, it's the answer to judgment, it's the answer to blame. The energy of love cures all of those things. So if you are someone that has to answer the call to have a difficult conversation, it's okay, you can do it. You can absolutely do it. And you never know how much you will be helping yourself and helping someone else. Okay? And help your relationship, right? So I think we've gotten to the core of what the message we were supposed to receive here is. Okay? It's to answer the call to share your voice in relationships, to not have fear about it, to not blame, to not have judgment, and you are going to be successful. Okay, success. We've got to get past the blame. The blame. We're going to get past the blame, fear, and judgment. They all come out there. We're going to get past those energies. We're going to have success, and it's going to be a win-win. Okay? And we are going to lighten up and have some more fun. We are not going to be so serious all the time. And that's how we are going to change our energy. Okay, so this is about our relationships and how we communicate in them. How we use our voice to heal and help. So it's really communication and relationships, right? And that's a tough one, right? Communication in situations can be really tough. And it's finding that voice in yourself that can communicate effectively without damaging somebody else. You know, not bringing all that pain and anger, judgment and fear up out of you. Okay, because those feelings you need to get rid of before you communicate with somebody. You have to deal with your own issues surrounding that and let it go. Okay, one more card, please, Spirit, for our animal spirits. Okay. An interesting array of animals we do have here today. Put my glasses back on. Okay, we have cow spirit. The miracles are endless. I love it. The miracles are endless. It's true. Miracles will never stop occurring in your life, and especially if you change how you see a miracle happen in your life. Miracles can be small and big, large and amazing, okay? Some days maybe a miracle for you is just when you're running late for work, right? And you hit all the green lights. Have you ever seen that as a miracle? What if on a rainy day, you get the closest spot to the location you're going to? Those are small miracles in our life that we take for granted every single day. And when those things are happening for you, you're balanced, you're aligned, and you're in the flow of the universe. The more you see those small miracles in your life, the bigger those miracles get. I just want you to think about it like that, because when everybody sees the word miracle, like, right, they think of bigger and larger than life things, right? You know? And we've all seen a bigger or amazing miracle happen in our lives. For me, I have a dear friend who had to have a heart transplant, and he was near death with all sorts of machines running each valve in his heart, trying to stay alive. He wasn't even strong enough to be on the transplant list, and people can stay on the transplant list for years and years and years. And with like a day with a little bit of time left to live, a heart came through for him. That's a miracle of staggering proportions, right? That's a blessing beyond belief, right? So pay attention to miracles and understand what they really are in your life and what you need. Like when you're rushing to work and you're worried, maybe you've been late before and you can't be late again. And today the universe is going to make you succeed, and it's going to make everything go your way so you get where you need to be on time. Or maybe the miracle that day is they delay you so you miss the accident. Has that ever happened to anybody? Have you ever had that happen? Like you hear about, oh, if I was 5 minutes earlier, I would have been in that. If I was 5 minutes later, I would have been in that accident, right? There are miracles all the time in our life. You just got to think about them that way. Know that there are forces greater than us helping us and assisting us all the time. Next, we have butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful. And I think we've had this come out in one of these readings, right? Came out with a phoenix rising. And that's kind of what this is, right? You're going through this transformation. You've been ascending. You're getting enlightenment. You're figuring out all these things about yourself. You're learning how to use your voice without blame or judgment. You're letting go of fear that holds you back in your life. And you're transforming into this beautiful new divine being. Then we have moth spirit, surrender now. So whatever you're fearing or worried about, worry has been a strong energy in some of these readings. It did not come out here today. But if there's something you strongly desire or want, you have to release all your resistance to it. You have to release your expectations to it. Like, you can't want love and be resisting it. You have to have an open heart, and you have to want love to come into your life. You got to surrender. And some things we want, we know we have no control over. And we just have to surrender to the divine and say, bring me what's best for me. Right? Because some things are out of our hands, and we just have to wait and see what happens. And when the timing is right for each and every one of us, what we need will come to us. Next is Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. Oh, isn't that funny? That's kind of like what I was just saying, right? The abundant earth will provide, and they will. You will get what you need. The battle is people don't see it. They don't see how things come to them out of nowhere, how things just happen for people. It's magic. It's magic. And the last one is wolf spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. So as we go through these different cycles in life, right, we learn something. We learn about who we are, how we behave. We learn from other people and what they teach us. Because whoever you come into contact with is a teacher in some way. Sometimes you're the teacher, you know, and that's the way it goes. But we get wiser and wiser and wiser. The older we get, the less stupid mistakes we make, because we've had these life experiences. We've had teachers our whole life. And sometimes now we're the teachers, right? Okay. Some really great energy here. Whoever you are, right? You're going through quite the transformation, quite the experience for yourself. We never stop growing and learning. We just don't. Okay, time to wrap this up with our fairies and get our real positive affirmations here. Okay. So we were just talking about wisdom, and this is how magical I find tarot, okay? So there's, what is there in this deck? There are 54 cards in this fairy deck. 4 cards came out, and one of them says wisdom, and we're just talking about wisdom. How does that happen? So let's read this energy here. So we have you ever been told that you are wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. So you may find that you are, let me read this again. You may be called upon to help with a challenge, and you are strong enough and wise enough to handle the problem you have. So whatever you're going through, you are the one that can help yourself with this, because you have the life experience and wisdom to solve this problem. You are wiser than you realize. And our next message here is hidden depths. Something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. So as you're going through this enlightenment and you're ascending, things are gonna come to light. Spirit's gonna pull them out of you and bring them to the forefront so that you can process them and deal with them so that they don't cause you problems in your future. Because as long as you're carrying secrets and pain of maybe things that have happened to you in the past, if you don't release them, they become toxic in you and affect your overall energy and how you interact with people, with the universe, at work, in your relationships, with your family. It can do incredible damage to all those relationships if you don't heal. And next we have is life energy. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. So this is kind of just what I was saying, right? Like your angels, your spirit guides are going to be pointing this stuff out to you, that this is stuff you need to heal. And think about the way I was just telling you when we started about messages I get, how I get those images in my head of different things happening, right? Messages I need to share. So maybe you'll start getting those images in your head. Maybe certain numbers are going to stand out to you, and when you look them up, you'll get a message. Okay? Really pay attention to the messages you see out in the world and in your life, in a song, on TV, overhearing a conversation, okay? You may get some kind of something that you need to get to the bottom of whatever issue you're dealing with, okay? And once you do, you'll be able to shine unapologetically. You'll be able to just shine your light in a way like you never have before. And next we have protect your dreams. You are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in our care. Keep them close to your heart until you are ready to release them. So you may be someone who is a dreamer, who has envisioned their life for themselves, where they want to be in the future, how they want to live their life, who they want to love, where they want to live, all that kind of stuff. You may be dreaming and manifesting so hard, and Spirit is saying to you, don't give up on that dream. Do not give up on your dreams. Get through this healing that you have to do still. Get through this ascension. Get through this enlightenment. Keep coming out like the butterfly. Keep that evolution. Keep that moving forward. And you are going to get success. So as I wrap up this reading for you today, right now, I think the biggest message here today is healing the way you communicate in relationships, okay? The judgment, the fear, and the blame are the things you need to address in the way you're communicating. And maybe that's going to take healing some of those issues in yourself. Maybe you are doing a lot of self-blaming, self-judging, right? That is causing this, and Spirit is asking you to release that kind of energy. And Spirit is also suggesting here that you take some time to lighten up, not to be so serious, to try and change your energy a little, because that energy change can help with healing. You know, it really can help with healing. So, you know, again, a really touching, great reading, I think, and I hope this helps some of you that are on this path of ascension and enlightenment, to really be the pure vessel that we want to be. We have to let go and face some of those demons that are deep within us, okay? So open up and be the person you're supposed to be, and light up like a star in the sky, okay? You have it in you. You can do this. All right, it's starting to get chilly out here. Brr. It's time to sign off and say good night. You guys all, well, not quite night yet. It's still afternoon. Have a good rest of the day. Have a good rest of your Saturday. Have a blessed Sunday. And until I see you next time, take care, okay? Bye-bye, everyone.